Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking about climate change and its effects on our futures if we do not do anything about it. The future is a very scary thing to think about. Just even thinking of our own futures is stressful and worrisome. But no one really thinks about the future of the earth because they always think that it's always going to be there for them and it's always going to be okay. But the thing about the future is that it's unpredictable. And the things that we're doing right now could be extremely detrimental later on. The topic about climate change has been controversial for forever, and politicians think that it's a hoax and they don't really do anything about it because they don't think that it's going to affect our near future. But it's an obvious reality, and we're currently living right in the center of it. The Natural Resource Defense Council recently released an article about climate change and how we don't have a lot of time to change our ways before it's too late to do anything else about it. So, some factors that contribute to climate change are deforestation, fossil fuel emissions, and just being wasteful in general as a society. When we continuously cut down trees and clear land, we are removing animals and life from their habitats and forcing them to go and live in new ones. By doing this, we're disrupting the natural routine and ecosystem that these life forms live in. Another thing that happens is wildfires. When we burn down forests to use it for agriculture or urbanization or just anything, we make this land extremely drier than normal, and we allow more sunlight to come through. And sometimes whenever we burn down forests, the smoke from the fires is still trapped in and it doesn't allow for rainfall. So it just creates an extremely dry land. And this creates wildfires. And wildfires are extremely dangerous because they can take over areas very quickly. So another factor that contributes to climate change is the emissions of fossil fuels. We emit fossil fuels every single day from driving, from factories, agriculture, electricity production, and so many other things. The EPA says that the transportation is the factor that contributes the most to the greenhouse gas emissions. And so, greenhouse gas emissions, whenever we emit these, we are creating a blanket over our atmosphere and we're just trapping in heat and we're heating up the earth. And when all of this heat is trapped in Earth's atmosphere, ice caps melt and it causes sea levels to rise. And as a result, we have floods. So this is a picture of from 1870 to 2500. And this was in 2010. And if we keep going as we've been going, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. And so, lastly, us as a society, we're very wasteful. We leave lights on, we leave cords plugged in, we spend too much time in the shower, and we produce extreme amounts of waste. Things that we can do together to give us more time to fight against climate change include unplugging electronics when we're not using them, taking shorter showers, which is very hard, but we can do it. Eating organic foods and not wasting our food, like not throwing it away, because we can use that food to compost and we can grow our own foods, which is better for the environment. There's just so much that we can do in our day-to-day lives if we would just pay attention to what's going on, because it only takes 2 seconds to plug your computer back in. And if we want to keep living in this earth, then we need to act like it and we need to take charge and advocate for it because the earth can't speak for itself.